Hey, what's up guys? Eric McCabe here. I'm going to walk you through some of the changes for the Emporia Country Club disc golf course for the glass.blown.open for 2019. One thing I do want to point out, hole number 1, there's no changes. The only difference is we've added an extra 4 feet to every single tee pad on this course. We just felt that it was a little bit short for the length of the course, and we just wanted to add that little extra to it. So hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, let's go. So we're here at the new hole number 2 at the Emporia Country Club. We have moved the tee pad off the cart path, and it makes up for a much more difficult tee shot. I think the shot here for most righties, I think you're going to see a whole lot of rollers on this hole coming up that left side and working its way to the right. If you got a good forehand, it's going to be a great forehand just to get yourself in position. I personally think this hole is going to play at least a half a stroke harder. All right, hole number 5, we've decided to move the tee pad off of the cart path, as we've done with every hole out here, so you will not have to tee off of any cart path from now on at the Emporia Country Club. We've also included a short ladies tee as well. In the years past, hole number 7 has been the easiest par 4 on the course. Everybody would just throw a nice hyzer down the hill, easy approach up, and get their threes. So we decided to move it off the cart path and create a tunnel shot through these trees you see behind me. It makes that tee shot that much more critical to get inbounds and off to the left to set yourself up for that birdie. We've actually also included a shorter pad on this hole as well that the FPO will play. So we're here at hole number 8. This is probably the biggest change on the course. Traditionally, we would play hole 8 down to the water, and then number 9 would play along the water's edge. Well, we've decided to add another par 5 to the course this year and combine the 2 holes. The FPO division will play the traditional old hole 9 position, and we've added a new position that plays a little bit longer for the MPO division, and I personally believe this is going to be one of the more difficult holes on the course. Tight fairway and very, very lengthy. All right, hole number 9 is probably my favorite change of the course. I've been pushing for this change for the last few years now. We've never really had that true wooded shot on this course, and thanks to the country club for allowing us to come out and do it, we've carved a hole through the woods. This was traditionally hole number 10. It's now hole 9 with the combined holes that we just saw, and it plays to the same basket location, but you got to get through this gap. Your tee shot must come to rest across this creek, and if you don't, you go to a drop zone. There's also a shorter tee that will be utilized by the FPO. All right, we're now on hole number 11. The only real difference here is it is now number 11 instead of 12, and we've moved it off of the cart path, and the hole does not play as an island anymore. It plays as a fairway divider hole, so if you go across the fairway, you're out of bounds. So since we combined 2 holes earlier, we had to include another one somewhere. So now hole number 12, coming down the stretch, this is your birdie hole. This is the hole you're going to want to get. Plays a little over 300 feet uphill with OB all down the right side. Fairway on the left is also out of bounds, so you want to make sure to secure your birdie with some of the more difficult holes coming up. So one of the biggest complaints in the years past has been hole number 15's tee pad. It has been on the cart path and kind of at a downslope, and if there was any type of moisture, it was super slick. So we've moved this tee pad off, we put a permanent tee pad down, and even installed a shorter pad that the FPO will play from. Okay, hole number 17 is going to play the exact same for the FPO division, but we've added a longer pin position for the MPO to utilize as a true par 4. We've also added a mando on the tree. You must play left of that mando. Basically, we're just preventing you from throwing a big hyzer out over OB and not knowing if you came back in bounds. So this just kind of takes question out of play, forces you to play at the middle like the hole was designed to play. And the long pin, I believe, adds about a half a stroke. So finally here on hole number 18, the only real change is the pin has gotten quite a bit shorter. We did that because we're going to install some bleachers for some spectating, kind of open it up for that. The basket will be slightly elevated. The basket's not in, but I will show you where it is. The other thing that's changed is for the FPO, we've installed a brand new tee pad off of the slick cart path, and it will also act as the drop zone for any MPO players that don't get in bounds. We've also trimmed up the tree line here on this right side, and it kind of entices you to throw over the water. The hole is from here 413 feet, so it is going to be more reachable from this area, so if you do throw OB, you can still save your par. All right, so there you go. That's the new layout for the 2019 Glass Blown Open. I want to give a shout out to the Emporia Country Club for letting us do all these changes. Also want to thank Dynamic Discs for basically donating the money for all the new tee pads, for all the new pin positions, and of course, letting me come out here and do this to the course. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck at the Glass Blown Open if you're coming.